Say when.
Rolling. Sound speed.
Marker. Sort of a song, you know. I've been avoiding your... Yeah, but it doesn't sound anything like me, so I can't really do that one. And then there was like, I'm Not Crazy About Radiohead, which is a funny title. But it wasn't that great of a song. It was going to be about like being true to yourself when your opinion differs from everyone else's. But then I realized like that could become like the anthem for homophobes. And in 6 days, I have to go to Boston and pretend like I'm a professional piano player and singer, and record an album with my friends Andy and Alex. And I've never done that before. And it was kind of tricky to figure out how to do it, but I think I got something that I like. And now I'm sort of right now I'm in the final phases of recording stuff on this end that I can send to Alex so he can hear the songs in advance and plan for them accordingly. And I haven't actually had a chance to send him anything. Like, I'm way late on it because I tore the ever-living shit out of my hands like 3 days ago because I'm an idiot. And that's something to be contending with now, which was not part of the plan. This is silver sulfadiazine, which is I guess, it's in the family of sulfa, which is like that powdery stuff that medics in World War II used to pour on you on the battlefield when you had no chance of living. But in this case, it's just sort of an antiseptic, disinfectant thing that you leave on the wound. So I was running around. I was kind of drunk when I, at like full sprint, just went hands first into the pavement. And this was like 5 days ago. And now both of these, like, this is as good as they've been since. They actually look a lot cleaner and less disgusting. And also landed on this guy. I'll show you this guy. This is really gross, so if you're squeamish, don't look at it. But this one did the exact same thing, but I landed on a rock that went deeply into my skin. And it went... Actually, it looks like I got hit by an asteroid, doesn't it? And the pebble went in and kind of ball bearinged as I was coming to a stop and dug itself way, way, way in, quite deep. This one hurts the most. Actually, the elbow hurts a lot too, just from a little hairline fracture that I put into it. So my motion is really limited here. Obviously, I can't do much with my fingers, but it's cool because I can totally play the piano. This has been probably one of the worst years in terms of just major life events on record. The only up has been this album, which is just such a really cool thing because I'm not the kind of guy who does albums. I play piano, kind of, and sing, kind of, but it'll be like I'll make people sing Disney themes by my piano or like TV show themes and stuff like that. Like I have fun with it, but that's about it. I've never like written songs for a record for myself and never would have if Andy hadn't gotten in touch and said, hey man, why don't you come to Boston and we'll record your record? Which is not the sort of invitation you get that often. Like it's not a thing that happens. People, want to come over and go bowling? Want to come to Boston? I'll produce a record for you. And my answer was like, well, I don't not want that. A bitch, please, always walk around like some kind of calamity's bound to be. If you really thought the world would end right now, wouldn't you be living life differently? And wouldn't you be holding your family? And wouldn't you be buying up bottled drinks and sausage links and not standing here at this house party saying, Just because it's the sort of thing I would never do for myself, but it's very exciting and I kind of secretly wanted to try it. That's a huge plus. Like when someone's giving you an opportunity to do something that you're kind of intrigued by, that's always a good, fun thing. But, everything else about this year has been bad. So it's been up and downs this year, that's what I'm saying. And this is the latest down. And, God, I fucking hate myself. This is like stupid. It really hurts to play. Jesus. It's like frustrating because I'll screw up halfway through a take and I need to do it over and it just keeps... Sorry. So as much as I need to like heal right now and not play and let this do its thing and be as good as it can be by the time I get to Boston, I simultaneously have to play this second because I'm really late delivering Alex sort of the demos so we can listen to the songs and figure out, do we need to hire a horn player? Do we need this? Because he still hasn't heard any of the songs. I need to stop for now. This is really bad. Fuck. the worst case scenario is that I'm well enough to play poorly. And I'm in a room with a bunch of exceedingly talented people, really talented musicians, who are all better than me on my best day. And I'm playing songs that are all like triad and one note for the octave and sounding like a goddamn fool. And, the one time this is ever going to happen, I'm assuming, and I'm doing it with like really prestigious help, I look like a freaking idiot. That would be That would be the worst case scenario. Second worst case scenario would be having to teach Alex all my songs, and then I just sing on my piano record. And then I'm just Adele, but shittier. Okay, there's no version of this that doesn't hurt, and I'll try to keep the baby sounds to a minimum. But when I first started writing the album, when I had hands, I was trying to figure out the best way to do it, because I'd never done anything like that before. And, I'm trying to write songy songs, like I'm Tom York or, something like that. And it was just so impossibly difficult for me for reasons that, I don't know, past understanding, I guess. Like, I don't know exactly why I had so much trouble with it, but I just couldn't write songs that way. My brain, I guess, doesn't work that way or something. And what I ended up doing instead is, this was like a last-ditch sort of Hail Mary attempt at songwriting, is I just wrote down like 250 song titles, just cool sounding shit, made a list of, this sounds like it could be a song title, and pinned all those lists to the wall by the piano. The answer is usually Foreigner. The various downsides of vibrant hair dye. The desert is just lousy with shrubs. How Bernoulli got high was fun. This is one of my favorites. Waning interest in the gas lamp. And it's sort of a thing where I write that because I think it's just a cool sounding sort of prompt. And then what ends up happening is I'm going, what exactly does that mean? Just this idea. So I'll sit down and start like just fiddling around the piano like I always do. So I'm trying to find just something that's kind of cool. Like here's one I'm not going to use. But I'll write something like this, right? And then I'm like, okay, that's cool. I like that. What am I going to call this? And I just sort of pick a name. Just something that I can have in my head while I'm, starting to come up with lyrics for it. So something inspired, anti-clockwise sunset, that same tone of voice, a general list of things I'm over. No, not really. Unconventional heraldry. So no. Candy cane shank. Limp Dick Christmas lights is right there. This one I didn't write, but it's a great title, so please steal it. Lives arranged in order of promise. Ooh, that's dark. I have some things to say to your sister. Gabriel is a negative zone of game. And then like crazy ones like bottomless mimosas at San Quentin and a week-long celebration of your ass in those jeans. So I, come up with just a huge list of things, start fiddling around. As soon as I had something, go, okay, this could be the worst greasy spoon in the Catskills. And then...
a week-long celebration of your ass in those jeans might be the best one.
Yeah, I agree. I love that title.
Out of all of them.
Well, let's see. I mean, so now I've got the title. A week-long celebration of your ass in those jeans, I think, should be like delightfully, maybe ironically, but delightfully upbeat, like really in your face. Nah, day one. Day one. A bunch of songs and poems are written about what we're singing in your blood zone. Day two. Always looking around with a bunch of cocktails named just for the day. Day three. I can see that. Shit. I can actually see that one going. That could be cool. It's too late now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's too late.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, there's no chance in hell, like the sad outcome of this is that there's no chance in hell I'm not going to keep doing this. I didn't plan on being a guy who would just do original songs all the time. And I've had way too much fun doing this. And I'm probably not going to do another album. It's just going to be me making songs and then putting them on YouTube with really bad microphones. Because this rock star life ain't going to live itself. I guess. My hands hurt. I need to stop playing. But... This is how you do rolls when your hands don't work. Like usually it's... gotta resolve it. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. I'm a mummy conditionally. Like here, yeah, but there, no. And here, yes, again. And most of, oh, here, yes. Like this one, this bruise thing, I don't know what's going on there. But I also... Done! Cool. Yeah. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous. I want to do a very good job, and I'm not going to. And it's just a question of to what degree am I not going to do a good job. I was just barely comfortable enough to do this with my mediocre self-taught piano skills. The confidence that I had, like, yes, I can totally fake this, is now thrown back into question. Like I keep getting done. I keep getting blue shells in Mario Kart on Rainbow Road, and that's some stakes because you can get knocked off of it. Yeah, anyway. We'll see how it goes.